So now, to the piece de resistance, Cardi B.
You said she's bigger than you? Is that correct?
Absolutely.
How do you know that?
I mean, look. But she was practically my height. But she is like...
What? Say it.
security heavy.
Security heavy. Security. In other words, she's built like a brick shit house.
What does that mean?
Like, she just looks a little... like she could protect the building.
She's thick. What'd you say, thick? So who is Cardi B? Cardi B. If you don't know who Cardi B is, I know what demographic you are. You're probably one of my snooty white wine drinkers and having popcorn. And so she is from the Bronx, New York City. She started stripping at the age of 19. She gained popularity on social media by posting candid, funny videos. But she also then became a huge rapper in 2015, right? By huge, I mean, look at that ass. Look at that ass. Look at that ass. And I'm not a huge fan of big asses, but some guys are, you know? I know some of my brother friends, they like that ass. They like that ass. I had one guy come into my office, hey man, you know that guy you got working there? And this is some time ago, so it's not the guy that's currently working there. She goes, yeah man, she got a fat ass. Yeah, I know you white boys like that skinny shit, but man, she got a fat ass. I think it's hilarious, actually, when you think about the difference in flavors that we like. But anyway, back to Cardi B, as I digress on the ass.
Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. And what he do? And it's gonna react to all the self-snitching.
Hi, this is Bruce Rivers. Welcome to another fun-filled episode of Criminal Lawyer Reacts. I'm Bruce Rivers, your very own personal board-certified criminal defense lawyer. And don't you feel privileged to have your own, very own servant here, giving you a lot of entertainment, a lot of information, and just basically catering to your whims. That's what I do. So I'm coming to you with my shark cufflinks today, which means we do business. And we're going to react to Cardi B and who she is, and she's got some things that have been in the news lately. But before we get to that, this is brought to you, like every episode, by AskALawyer.com. AskALawyer.com is a very easy way to get some legal advice if you're suing your landlord, or if your landlord's suing you, if you got an eviction notice, or you got anything you need to run by a lawyer, go to AskALawyer.com for $49. It's a bargain. You get a live lawyer, and they can help you through, or maybe you don't have a case, and they can tell you that too. Or maybe you do have a case, and they can help you get to the next step. So go to AskALawyer.com. Also, if you're doing your own legal research, like Grandma does in her basement with her Cheeto-stained underwear, they have an AI component trained in all the 50 states. So if you want to do your own legal research, you got that as well. $49, you can't. And the same people that brought you e-sign and e-forms, I use them regularly, and so I think you should too. Very loyal sponsor to the channel, so go to AskALawyer.com. Okay, so who is Cardi B? Cardi B. If you don't know who Cardi B is, I know what demographic you are. You're probably one of my snooty white wine drinkers and having popcorn. And she is from the Bronx, New York City. She started stripping at the age of 19. She gained popularity on social media by posting candid, funny videos. But she also then became a huge rapper in 2015, right? By huge, I mean, look at that ass. Look at that ass. Look at that ass. And I'm not a huge fan of big asses, but some guys are, you know? I know some of my brother friends, they like that ass. I had one guy come into my office, and hey man, you know that guy you got working there? And this is some time ago, so it's not the guy that's currently working there. She goes, yeah man, she got a fat ass. Yeah, I know you white boys like that skinny shit, but man, she got a fat ass. I think it's hilarious, actually, when you think about the difference in flavors that we like. But anyway, back to Cardi B, as I digress on the ass. She broke out in 2017. Her breakout moment with Bodak Yellow topped the Billboard 100. You know who she is, right? Very controversial, very loud, proud, and let's just take a quick peek at what she's about. Okay, she got money moves.
Oh, I make money moves.
You know, she got red bottoms.
Just red bottoms.
You know that song, right? And evidently she was making some money moves here. In 2018, she released her debut album, Invasion of Privacy, which topped the, oddly enough, is what we're talking about here today. That's because she was at her doctor's office. Topped the Billboard charts, went to win on a Grammy, Best Rap Album. Also, this made her the first female solo rapper to do this. Other major song is WAP. So WAP is, you know, that's W-A-P. You know, if it's W-O-P, that's an Italian slur. But WAP in this context, WAP is wet ass pussy. Now, Cardi B is no stranger to lawsuits, mind you. In 2018 to 2022, Cardi B was accused of assaulting bartenders and indicted on 14 counts. Wow. She doesn't take shit off of nobody. You know, Cardi B, but when you have children, guess what you need to do? You need to calm the fuck down. You can't be doing that shit. Let's see. In 2022, she had defamation lawsuit against, some YouTuber person. In 2022, also a defamation by 3 men from an incident at Suffolk County Beach. And then in 2023 and 2025, she had a mic throwing incident in Las Vegas concert. We might have some footage of that. So today we're focusing on a 2018 lawsuit where she's accused of assaulting a security guard. So here's what happened with her. The lawsuit stems from an alleged altercation in 2018 outside Beverly Hills OBGYN office where Cardi B was pregnant. You think if there's any spot where you should be the most protected, wouldn't you think it's your OBGYN office? And she was pregnant with her first child. Emani Ellis accuses Cardi B of assault, spitting on her, scratching her face, along with, guarantee you, she's got those manufactured nails, and inflicting emotional distress. And my other claims she's seeking $24 million in damages. Well, let me tell you something about seeking $24 million in damages. You better be fucked up. That's all I gotta say. I tried a case. My client was burned 40% of his body. They took another 40% of his body, skin, for skin grafts. He was working at a brewery, hosed down a bad batch of beer. Took us 6 years to get to trial. We would have taken $4 million. The other side, their best and final offer was $2.3. I told the jury to come in between 30 and 50, and they gave me $35 million. It's not that easy to pry money out of a jury's hand. Just because you were injured by a famous person doesn't mean you were entitled to big dollars. In fact, just the opposite. A big-time money person is probably going to have big-time money lawyers. Now, in the case that I tried, oh my God, they were dumb as fuck. I could not believe how tone-deaf these lawyers were. And one was out of town. That was Tony the Tiger, I kept calling him, because he was just such a... These civil lawyers are so funny because their buttons are, you can just push their buttons. When you try a homicide, there's nothing more grave than that, right? And a prosecutor is, we get along because we have to fight again, They don't take it personally. These civil lawyers are fucking nasty to each other. So Cardi B was married to rapper Offset from Migos. Her pregnancy at the time was a secret and obviously would have been big tabloid news. So here's what happened. A dispute between them allegedly erupted because Cardi B believed that this Ellis was taking a video of her on a cell phone. Tell me she wouldn't have a fucking claim against the clinic. Honestly, Ellis accused Cardi B of assault and battery, intentional infliction of emotional distress, negligence, just basically the laundry list of everything that they put into a complaint. So she claims that the lyricist used her celebrity status to get her fired from her job. Well, you know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna fire you. If I think you're gonna film me, I'm gonna go ape shit on you. Especially if you're a famous person like Cardi B. You should be safe in that office. As a result of the incident, Ellis has received psychological and medical treatment. No doubt sponsored by the lawyer. I said, you better go do this. You better go do that. And then, they hire whoever they hire, Cardi, however, has vehemently denied the claims and alleging that she only had a verbal altercation with the security guard. Now, here's the thing. It's her word against her word, right? She said, she said. We've got some testimony, so let's see what this... And she looks like she works at Foot Locker now.
On the date of February 24th, 2018, what were you doing?
I was at work on duty as a security guard.
And for how long had you been working as a security guard?
When you were working as a security guard, were you making money moves?
As of 2018.
For 4 years.
And what did it take to become a licensed security guard?
You have to get fingerprinted and it's sent to the state of California for approval.
So you have to get fingerprinted. And then they said, that's really amazing. Anything else you have to do? Oh, you have to live and breathe, I guess, right?
And do you have any criminal record?
No.
Could you become a security guard if you have a criminal record?
No.
Were you
Do you have any criminal record? Are you sure? Are you sure? Come on now.
Were you using your telephone to take photographs of the defendant when you saw her exit the elevator?
No.
So, if you could just tell us in your own words, when you got to the 5th floor, when you were doing your rounds, and you saw Cardi B, what did you say?
I said something along the lines of, that looks like Cardi B, or wow, that's Cardi B.
Were you talking to anybody at that time?
No.
For sure.
Yes.
You know, celebrity clients can be amazing or they can be awful. My guess is Cardi B is probably the most difficult client you would ever want to face. And I mean, she's got her opinions. She's gonna let everybody know them. And you're in the hot seat, you know. But maybe she's different with her lawyers. I don't know. I would hope so.
Were you entering the elevator?
I was, yes.
Did you actually go inside the elevator?
I did, yes.
And did Cardi B exit the elevator?
She did, yes.
Okay, and then what happened?
After she heard me say her name, she turned back around, and the first thing out of her mouth was, excuse my language, was, why the f*** are you telling people that you seen me?
I can understand Cardi B's trepidation in that, because it's like, you shouldn't be saying that at all, really. You should pretend like they're not there. It's difficult when you don't have a protocol.
At this time, I tried to calm her down and assure her that I didn't tell anyone that I seen her, and she was extremely upset.
Does that look like somebody you want to give $24 million to because she just can't fucking deal? I mean, she looks pretty capable. When I told my client to get off the stand and take off his shirt and show him the scars from not only the burns that look like basically Swiss cheese, but turn around and show him where they took the graft off your back, which is his entire back. The gasps from the jury were amazing. And they were in fucking tears after they saw that. Are you in tears after you see her? No, you're not.
And what did she tell you after that?
Then, excuse my language again, but she said, yes, you did, and then she put her finger in my face.
When she put her finger in your face, did she have long fingernails?
She did.
And approximately how long were her fingernails on the date when she put them in your face?
About 2 to 3 inches long.
When you have seen different pictures and videos of Cardi B, do you notice that she has long fingernails in those videos and photographs?
Yes.
Well, where are the scars on your face? Do you have any? I don't see any scarring on your face.
When you saw her today, did you notice that her fingernails were very short?
Yes.
Does she usually wear them that short? Objection. Speaking.
Objection. Foundation. She saw her one fucking time. She wouldn't know how she normally wears her.
It's also Flex Foundation sustained.
Have you seen? We'll strike that. For how long? Were you a fan of Cardi B before this incident?
I was.
Are you a fan now? No, she hurt me and I'm in therapy because of it. Oh my God. Give me a break.
What kind of fan were you?
I enjoyed her music. I was interested in going to a concert. I didn't have any problem with her.
Can we give you some free tickets if you just drop this lawsuit, please?
Did you show your grandmother the scar on your left cheek after February 24th of 2018? Over.
Could you repeat the question, please?
Did you show the cut on your left cheek after February 24th of 2018 to your grandmother, Diane Schmidt?
Yes.
When you were at the building and Cardi B exited the elevator on February 24th, 2018, what were the words that she used that were so hurtful?
She used hurtful words. Hurtful words are not compensable by damages. I mean, people call me shit all the time.
She used a lot of words. And again, excuse my language, but she was like, bitch, that's why I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna get you fired.
Well, I hear some beeping. Beeping is not offensive, is it?
That's why you do security. Ah, that's why you do security. Ah, she was sticking her tongue out. She was flailing her arms up and down. She was jumping up and down. Body shaming me. I mean.
This just seems like it doesn't seem believable. Maybe it is, but it just doesn't pass the smell test.
Racial slurs, just a lot.
Racial slurs, like what? Did she call you the N-word? Isn't she of the same race that you are? And isn't it okay when a rapper uses the N-word? Maybe she was just rapping. Maybe she was just rapping about you. Hey, bitch. Hey, security bitch. I mean, maybe that's all it was.
And did she spit on you?
She did.
Did her spit
Did she say she wanted to go to Foot Locker and help you pick out some shoes?
actually land on your body?
It did.
Were you intending to sue Cardi B at that moment when the incident occurred?
No, I was not.
Did Miss Cardi B, after this incident, post different things about you to her fans?
She did.
In how many different instances?
Probably about 2.
Okay, and did you do the same thing back to her?
Never.
Of course you wouldn't, because you're a security guard.
After the incident, did you seek medical treatment from a psychologist, Nicole McKenzie?
Yes.
And that was approximately 2 months after the incident?
Correct.
Oh, you didn't go right away. You waited till you got a fucking lawyer. And then you said, oh, you better go get some help so we can prove up some damages. Why didn't you get a counselor right away? If you were so impacted by this, why the delay?
What did Dr. McKenzie do for you?
She provided therapy, counseling therapy.
Was it helpful?
Now, the next time you encounter a rapper, this is how you should respond. Yes, I think so. How are you feeling today? Give me a fucking break. Therapy for what? You had what? Maybe a 5-minute, not even 5-second interaction with somebody who fucking doesn't like you because you've done something to make her feel unsafe in this environment? I mean, even if she did what she said she did, you didn't go get therapy right away.
Was it helpful?
I believe it was at the time.
Did you go to Nicole McKenzie because you were assaulted and battered on February 24th of 2018 by Cardi B?
Objection leading.
Answer? Yes.
Did you go there for any other reason?
No.
Did you go there to make some money moves? I think you did.
Around that time, did you also seek medical treatment from Dr. John Scher?
I did.
And he's a cosmetic plastic surgeon?
Yeah. He was, yes.
Is it your understanding that he died in 2021?
Yes.
Okay. And when you saw him, did he advise you that you needed to wait at least 1 year to determine if the cut became a scar?
Objection, hearsay, and leading.
Why don't you rephrase the question?
Did Dr. Scher...
So you can't say what somebody else said. Plus, you went on direct examination. You can't lead the witness. So is it true that you got this scar in your cheek and you went to see a doctor and the doctor told you that it was going to be permanent and then you were going to seek damages for that? Well, that's it. I mean, you have to ask open-ended questions on direct examination.
Did Dr. Scher ask you to return approximately 1 year after he saw you for the first time?
Objection, leading the percent.
Leading. Did he say? I mean, you can't do that.
He did.
Why did he ask you to wait 1 year?
Objection calls for speculation.
Do you know why he asked you to wait for a whole year before seeking medical treatment?
Objection lacks foundation.
He said he didn't want to treat it prematurely.
If I was the judge, I wouldn't let her answer that. If the doctor's not there to testify, and that's probably why the judge is letting her answer that, because the doctor's dead. You still can't let somebody answer what somebody else said. There's circumstances where the purpose of medical treatment is one of the exceptions to the hearsay rule.
To come back.
Did the scar become a keloid?
It made a scar, yes.
Do you know if it's called a keloid or you're not sure?
I'm not sure if it's called a keloid.
Where is there scar? I don't see a scar. Does it seem readily visible to you?
What about the cost of the treatment? Could you afford to pay $15,000, $20,000 to get plastic surgery to your face?
Objection. Leading.
No.
For Nicole McKenzie, did you were the medical bills totaling $5,087 from her office for medical treatment that you received related to this incident?
Objection. Leading, lax foundation.
Sustained.
So when you have your client on the stand, and this is a layperson, she can't testify about things that an expert would testify to. So, like, she can't give a medical opinion. And so that's what that last objection was. So it's objection leading because he's telling her what the bills are and stuff. And then foundation because she can't really say what they're for.
Is it your understanding that your total medical bills related to this incident are $36,000?
You need to start with the foundation. You need to establish what she knows and how she knows it.
And your
The question should be, how much medical bills do you have related to this? That's what it should be.
Did you receive medical bills at your home from these different medical providers?
I'm not sure.
She just disqualified herself from the next answer.
Did some of the medical providers send you bills to your home?
I'm sure, yes.
That is the plaintiff. Now let's take a look at the surgeon showing the facial scar.
Your Honor, I'm requesting to show the witness exhibit 228 on the Elmo so he can confirm details about this photograph. Your Honor. I'm going to use a pen, and if you can tell me where on her...
Beautiful skin. I mean, she's got great skin tone. Where's the damage? I don't see.
Where on her face you see the scar.
Counsel, there's a pointer there. If you would just want him to get down and give you the pointer on the screen.
There's a pointer there behind you. And if you could just show us where the scar is located.
So when you look at, I get these with assault cases all the time. And when you look at something like this and you're struggling to kind of fund it, give me a fucking break.
So this is a terrible picture. Sort of like, oh, there you go. That's better. No, it's not.
It's a terrible picture. It's just a terrible picture. And sometimes when you put something on a screen, it doesn't look as good as it does on your computer screen or on your phone or whatever. But you should be able to fucking see it.
It's not good. Okay, there's the main scar here. And this entire area here shows differences in the skin, sort of a general area that's very different from the rest of the skin. And there's a little linear mark here, and there's another one over here. So those are the three marks that I was talking about. This is
Not worth $24 million.
This is the main scar down the center, and this is another mark to the side. Here's another mark on this side.
That is her scarring. Fucking A. $24 million for that? Not even close. So now, to the piece de resistance. Cardi B.
Tell us in your own words what you said.
I said, bitch, get the fuck out my face. Why are you in my face? Why are you recording me?
Seems pretty genuine. Bitch, get the fuck out my face.
And if you wanted to scratch or cut her face with your right hand or your left hand, if you wanted to do it, you could have done it, correct?
But
You're
I
not
didn't.
disabled,
But
right?
I didn't because I had a baby inside me.
Fuck. How'd that baby get there, by the way? Here's the thing. She seems genuine, right?
Are you disabled, yes or no?
At that moment, when you're pregnant, I'm very disabled. You want me to tell you the things I can't do?
Fine. And why were you concerned?
Because I'm pregnant and this girl's about to fucking beat my ass.
Honestly, who's more vulnerable here? The security guard or a pregnant woman going into an OBGYN clinic? And we know that women who are pregnant never get emotional, right?
And this girl's about to fucking beat my ass. Hello?
Hello.
So generally speaking, when you are speaking like this in a deposition or a trial, and I think she's genuine. I mean, she's just talking like she normally does. She's not trying to find the answer.
You said she's bigger than you, is that correct?
Absolutely.
How do you know that?
I mean, look.
How do you know that? You know, somebody, if you say, oh, I love you, and then they say, how do you know that? I just fucking know it, so just shut up. I mean, what the hell? You know, how do you know that she's bigger than you? Look, I mean, she's a pig.
I mean, I was 130 pounds at that time.
Mm-hmm. What did they, on Liar? Yeah, in your bra.
Did you call her fat?
No, I was calling her a bitch.
Seems genuine to me. I wasn't calling her fat. I called her a bitch.
But she was practically my height. But she is like
What? Say it.
security heavy.
Security heavy. Security. In other words, she's built like a brick shit house.
What does that mean?
Like she just looks a little like she could protect the building.
She's thick. What'd you say, thick?
You know what I'm saying? She just
Right.
looked more developed than me.
Beefy.
I was like, that's a fucking lie. Fuck out of here. Trying to get some money.
What was that?
I said, that's a fucking lie. Fuck out of here. Just trying to get some money.
You know, I have to say, I like the way Cardi B comes off here because she seems genuine in her responses. And to seek $24 million for a scar you can almost not see when it's ridiculous.
I feel like my privacy was completely being violated. I wouldn't want to be anything that has to do with my medical records or anything, especially something that is so sacred as your pregnancy is yours.
And you didn't hit her.
No,
Did you take a swing at her?
no.
And when she was posting things, she was telling other people that you assaulted her or hit her or did something physical, correct?
The thing that kills me is if all they had was that where's a fresh picture of that scar right when it happened, you know? I mean, certainly if it created that a year later, you would have, you know, a more recent picture, you know? I mean, you would see some damage like right away.
Yes.
And then you replied and posted things as well, correct?
Yes.
Do you remember what you posted?
It was, I don't think I posted something. I'm not even sure if it was a comment or like if I did like a live or something. It had to be quick. I said, that's a fucking lie. Out of here. Just trying to get some money.
Who's trying to get some money?
She is.
How do you know that?
Because she sued me for $24 million.
Did you sue her?
No.
I'm with Cardi B on this. I mean, if she's worth anything, let's say it happened. A scar that's hardly noticeable is not worth $24 million. And you only went to see a psychologist or whoever you saw for therapy because your lawyer said we need to document some damages. That's the only reason that you did that.
Do you prefer I call you Miss Almanzar, Cardi B, or it doesn't matter?
I mean, y'all been calling me Cardi B.
Yesterday you had black hair, short hair. Today it's blonde and long. Which one is your real hair?
They're wigs.
Do you know what's discovery?
Yes.
What are form interrogatories?
Oh, I don't know what that means.
What is special interrogatory?
I do not know.
What are requests for admissions?
Okay, these are dumb questions. And they should be objected to because they call for a legal conclusion, you know, and it's not within her foundation. In other words, her purview. It's not with. She doesn't have the basis of knowledge to answer those questions.
You don't know, right? Is that fair? You don't know.
No.
And I'm talking to you now. Are we having a verbal altercation?
We having, we'll say, a debate.
See, she's cute. I mean, she's got a nice persona to her, right? According to some court documents, her facial injuries were like 17 grand, you know, including like microneedling or whatever. Leanne Schmidt, Ellis's mother, testified that Ellis showed more anxiety and depression. Ellis is also claiming PTSD. Give me a fucking break. I'm not for a 2-second altercation. Let's say it happened. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, it absolutely happened the way she said it happened. And then Cardi B says, "You're a bitch. I'm gonna get you fired." Let's just say that happened. It's not worth $24 million. Not on your best day. So Dr. Nicole McKenzie, a psychologist, saw Ellis for emotional distress after the incident. Reported patients claims a verbal insult from Cardi B. Oh, give me a break. You're a fucking security guard. Haven't you ever been insulted in your life? Haven't you had a physical altercation in your life as a security guard? What do you just sit there at the clinic and you just watch people and you say, hey, I hope you don't rob us. I'm just gonna watch you real pleasantly and hope you don't hurt anybody here in my clinic. Give me a fucking break. By their nature of your job as a security officer, you're going to have confrontations with people and people that don't like you and people that tell you to go to hell and tell that you're a fat fucking footlocker bitch. You know, you're going to have people say shit like that to you. Give me a fucking, oh, she reported severe headaches, anxiety, and psychological symptoms. Oh, please. I just want to go back in my shell. Give me a fucking break. Honestly. So it's an ongoing case. The plaintiff is seeking $24 million in damages. What legal standard guides whether or not this is a reasonable or excessive? It's an open question. What's legal? What's the right amount to ask for in a case, right? When we had that case I talked to you about earlier in this episode, we debated about what to ask for. And I had a young black guy who was good looking, 24 years old, in the prime of his life, no criminal record, solid worker, just solid as the day is long. And a good-looking fella, too. But his injuries were severe. I mean, he was burned for over a minute with 180-degree water at a workplace with a coupling that failed and attached itself to him. So 180-degree water for a minute. And he coded 3 times. So 180-degree water was going on his body, right? And he was passed out, and they took him to the hospital. His recovery was just horrific, and it still is to this day. That's a decent case. I mean, not decent case. That is a case where severe damages occurred, you know. My team was saying, you shouldn't ask for more than $25 million. I figured, George Floyd's family just got $27 million. And this was way worse than anything George Floyd went through, okay? I mean, it just was. George Floyd lost his life. When you look at these kinds of cases, if you die, you don't get future damages. So that's what I meant by it's way worse. Because he has ongoing medical treatment. He's got ongoing pain and suffering. When you have a death case, it's over. An ongoing injury case is worth more, in personal injuries claims than something like that. So I went to the jury and I said, in the most serious cases, the rule of thumb is you take 100 and you multiply it by the medical bills. And in this case, the medical bills were $700,000. And so that would have made it $70 million. But I backed off of that. And I said, well, I think a more reasonable approach would be somewhere between 30 and 50 million. And the jury came back and gave me $35 million. Gave our team, gave my client, not me, gave my client $35 million. I just don't see this as that kind of case at all. Number one, there's a big dispute as to whether this happened at all or not. And number two, what are the damages? So what would be a reasonable amount to ask for in this case? Okay, let's just say it happened the way she said it happened, and you agree that it did. So you got $17,000 in medical bills, right? Probably another $20,000 for the surgery that she's supposed to have. Give me a break. Are you really going to have that fucking surgery? I mean, you can't even see it. But let's say she does that. So that's $37,000. All the pain and suffering. Scratch your fucking face. How much pain is associated with that? Next to nothing. Maybe a day, maybe 2 days. You ever scratch yourself and leave a mark? Like, look at where do I have it? I don't even remember where it is. I took a power washer and fucking almost sheared off my skin. I was able to work just fine. And she's able to get up and go to Foot Locker, She's able to do whatever she has to do. She can walk and talk. She's got no monetary damages except for they fired her fucking ass because of the altercation. And that's nothing you can get anything from Cardi B for. So maybe $100,000, if that. But $24 fucking million. Are you in a wheelchair? Is your sorry ass in a wheelchair? No, it's not. Are you paralyzed? No, you're not. Are you disfigured in any way? No, you're not. You can hardly even see your stupid scar. I almost wish that I was defending Cardi B on this. So since this is a civil case, how does the burden of proof affect the defense strategy compared to a criminal case? And here's the thing. The burden of proof in a civil case is far less than in a criminal case. In a criminal case, it's beyond a reasonable doubt, and that can be up to 90 to 95%, depending upon how the jury perceives it. And a jury has to consider only a ponderance of the evidence, slightly more true than not true. So that's a much lower standard in a civil case. In celebrity cases, how do courts handle claims of emotional distress when part of the plaintiff's harm may come from intense media spotlight itself? Who puts yourself in the spotlight? You put yourself in the spotlight by suing her. I don't think that's compensable. If somebody else does something to you because you're suing a high-profile person, like death threats or what do they call it, doxing or whatever. So that people do that because they're fans of Cardi B. That's nothing Cardi B did, and it's not compensable to Cardi B. Cardi B did post something, evidently, and it's unclear exactly what she posted. But who cares? And unless she asks somebody to go do something, she's free to say whatever the fuck she wants. I suppose maybe she could why don't you add a defamation claim? And then you're going to have to prove up how that defamation has, number one, is not true. I mean, maybe you are a fat bitch. I don't know. I know that the standards for a Foot Locker employee are about the same as they are for a security guard. You just need a basically beating heart. You're going to have to prove up your damages. And what damages do you have? Not $24 million. You just see how big the pocket is, and you want to take anything out of that pocket you possibly can. It bugs me when I see this, but give her $100,000 and say goodbye. Or make her prove it up and have a trial. Looks like that's where they were headed. So we'll keep following it. And, Cardi B, wish you the best. Keep up that fat ass and making records and raising babies. So we'll see you next time here at Criminal Lawyer Reacts. Make sure you subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. Sign up for Patreon. Go to CLRBruceRivers.com for all your merch needs. Nick hasn't eaten since the last time he put some new products out there. So go to CLRBruceRivers.com and give a homeless kid some food. I'm just kidding. He's not really homeless. He looks homeless, but he's not really homeless. See you next time on Criminal Lawyer Reacts.
Bruce Rivers just broke down your case. He know all the charges that you about to face. You ain't coming home till 2058. That self-snitching gon' get you put away. Bruce Rivers just broke down your case. He know all the charges that you about to face. You ain't coming home till 2058. That self-snitching gon' get you put away. 23-hour lockdown, please, is that my God.